तो अंकल वेलकम, आपका स्वागत है हमारे पहले बहाई पॉडकास्ट इसके अंदर हाउ आई बिकेम अ बहाई उसके बारे में। तो सबसे पहले तुम चाहेंगे कि आप हमारे ऑडियंस को इंट्रोड्यूस करें, अपने से बताएं कि कौन है आप और कैसे आप बहाई बने। इसकी शुरुआत होगी, तो सबसे पहले अंकल प्लीज इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ।
Thank you very much. Actually, I am Baha'i since 4th generation, and my grandfather has accepted the faith at the time of Abdul Baha. I was born in Iran, Shiraz, about 100 kilometers from Shiraz, is a village which is known as now as a Khawran Shahr. And then I grew up there, till primary I finished up to 6th. Then I went to my uncle in Jaipur, which is another city. The whole family were Baha'is, of course. So then I come to know about much more about the faith, because we had youth committee, we had, children classes, and then we had a lot of opposition from Muslims and friends. And then I remember that those days we could not go to NDF, because when the night when we coming back, they were being stoned by people over there. So this was how I became Baha'i. I have not done anything. This I have got as a gift.
And कुछ बता दिया, आप अपना नाम तो बताया ही नहीं हमारे लोगों को।
My name is Nejat Haghighat.
तो इतने साल आपने इंडिया में रहे, आप आए यहाँ पे, मेरे ख्याल से जब से आप यहाँ पे आए एक एज स्टूडेंट आप यहाँ पे आए थे कितने साल पहले, और उसके बाद फिर यहीं पे आपका ये देश हो गया और यहीं पे आप रह रहे हैं परमानेंटली, एंड नाउ यू आर इंडियन सिटीजन। आपका आधार कार्ड, पासपोर्ट सब इंडियन है इसके अंदर ये। तो मैं सबसे पहले जानना चाहूँगा कि जब आप वहाँ से आए तो आप जब ईरान में थे, एट दैट टाइम इस्लामिक रेवोल्यूशन हुआ नहीं था। सो हाउ वाज द ईरान ऑफ दैट टाइम? वो कैसा था, वो क्या टाइम था, और क्यों आपको वहाँ से यहाँ आना पड़ा?
Actually, Iran at that time was a very, very nice country. And I can give you an example. The dollar at that time was, the American dollar was 7 rupees, 7 toman of Iran.
7 toman.
Now it has become 50,000 toman. Now this is how Iran has go back. This is just shows that how economically, culturally, everything, Iran has gone back. And then at that time, Iran was very, very lavish. Nobody wanted to leave Iran. But my father was insisting that I have to go for pioneering as well as study higher education. There are very few universities in Iran, and it was very, very difficult. As a Baha'i, we have to be well educated. He wanted to, and because my father was a farmer, we didn't have that much. So my old parents had gone money to America, England, and all. So my father suggested to go to India, and then I came to India. And my coming to India is from the beginning till end is a miracle. It is something like that. I will tell you how. Actually, at that time, visa getting for India was very difficult, because it was the very beginning of revolution, and everybody is trying to go and here and there. And then I got a tourist visa for 3 months, and this for India. And this tourist visa, you could extend it maximum 3 months more. So I thought 6 months. I thought that I will be working here and there after 6 months or 3 months. I have to go back anyway. I didn't know what will happen to me. But since, I think if the intention is pure, and then you are going for noble cause, then Baha'u'llah will be a factor here. This I have seen in my own life. Now, when I came here, Mr. Nasser. Now he is in Australia. He was also here for many years. He was serving in temple. So in the aeroplane we were talking how to go to Panjgani. We had to go to Mr. Afshin because we know only Mr. Afshin. At that time he was in Panjgani.
Mr. Afshin.
Afshin ji. So we didn't know how to reach to Panjgani, what to do. We did not know any language. Only we were both talking in Persian. He had a big, greatest name ring in his finger. When from plane we were coming out, we were going to taxi stand. Suddenly one youth called us. He said, "Are you Baha'i?" We said, "Yes." He said, "I am also Baha'i. I am going to Panjgani." That was the first miracle. So he took us with a taxi. He gave us very good dinner also in between, in the midway. And then we reached to Mr. Afshin. Then, of course, we were relaxed. We knew what we have to do, what not to do. Then Mr. Afshin told us, because we came at the October month. It was 38 October. This 38 October, I never forget. We came, and then after some time, it was birthday of the Bab, and Mr. Afshin told us that in Delhi will be a very big conference celebrating birthday of the Bab, and then you should go there and take the advice of National Assembly, where it is good to go for pioneer. We told him that we have got both tourist visa. He said, no worry. We came to Delhi. When I came to Delhi and in Panjgani also, another thing which I noticed, everybody was openly saying Allahu Akbar. In Iran, we could not say even to ourselves. But here we found ourselves in a heaven, really heaven, because we could talk to anybody. Of course, we did not know language. That was a barrier. When we reached Delhi, then I met Mr. Badi Shams. He made us very comfortable. He told us what we have to do, what not to do here.
Badi Shams was
yes, helping us. It was in the beginning. Then we went National Assembly. National Assembly advised us because all the university, admission are closed. It is a month of October. In the July and all that, here is admission there. You should go to Kanpur. This is the only place. And we don't know where is Kanpur, where is... Okay. I went there, Nasser went to Ujjain.
He went to Ujjain, Madhya Pradesh.
He went there. I was and Mrs. Nushin, another girl, both we went to Kanpur. And when we reached Kanpur, we had the address of Dr. Munje. And Dr. Munje was knowing Persian language. So this was another miracle to us, because we did not know anything language. So when we went there, Dr. Munje told us, "Welcome to your city." I said, "We are from anywhere. How can Kanpur be our city?" Then later on asked him, how Kanpur can be our city? He take us to Bitur. There is a place in nearby Kanpur with Amrud is very famous over there. Bitur, the Ganga river is flowing from there. There is a big iron come out from there, and every year thousands of devotees go there and both there, take bath in the Ganges. And then they believe that Manu or Satrupa, which is first, men and women in the world, has come out from here. So therefore said, you have come to your original place. Yes. That's why Dr. Munje told me. He was very knowledgeable. He then words in Sanskrit. He had translated. He knew many languages. So we were then Kanpur. He took us to Christchurch College. We got admission in the best college of Kanpur. So everybody knows what is Kanpur, even today. And then he took us to Siraili police also for extended visa. And they need only admission.
Admission papers.
And being a Baha'i also, they are sympathizers.
Okay.
So they extended our visa. So I was there for 6 years, 6
For
years.
6 years. Your 6 month visa got converted into 6 years.
Then I did BSc biology and then do MA sociology because my mark was not very good because of language and all, whatever. And I was, living, going to villages here and there, like a bird which is in the cage, you can imagine. And now you have come, everything is open. You can talk to anyone about the faith. You can teach anyone. So for 6 years I was there, and then was a board member, Mr. Deliri. He is in Australia with his family. In Lucknow, he was based in Lucknow. And whenever I was get bored or something, I could go to Lucknow. It is 1 hour.
Nearby Kanpur.
So there, every Sunday we could go with him. He was a board member. Then he made me an assistant to him for Kanpur. And then he was also another very resource to turn to whenever there is any problem. And by the grace of Baha'u'llah, nothing I felt that I have come from another country. I thought I have come to my own home. Then I gradually found many friends.
I wonder, in the brief where you came for 6 months, और 6 महीनों के बाद 6 साल का ड्यूरेशन हो गया. In the meantime, what about the home place, homesickness, or you tried to go back to Iran, something like that in mind or something? Anything
No,
like
then revolution started, then we come to know what is the condition of Iran. If our parents also could send some money to us, that also killed us for the Baha'is. Then we went to extend our passport in Iran embassy. They took it. He said it is a safe place. They have not given. And then about to do now with the passport.
They took your passport?
Yes, they took the passport. And then, fortunately, United Nations make us refugee, religious refugee, give us a certificate, which was much better than Iranian passport. So and every year we could extend that certificate.
Refugee certificate.
And go to the police. With that, police could extend our visa.
So means you came
Everything, for I think about 20 years, I was just extending every year, going daily, whenever I was, whether Jodhpur, Jaipur or Kanpur. We had to go every year for extension of refugee, not passport.
You came here as an Iranian individual.
Iranian.
Your passport got taken away, and you became a refugee here only itself.
Yes.
So all the plans of going back home
Was kilos. Now, when you are become refugee, when you say I cannot go back, that's why they give you refugee. So they cannot. You have to be truthful to what you have said. And then there was no chance also to go. I had, one thing I forgot to mention. In Iran, going to army for 2 years is compulsory. And my father said it is best to go first for training, and then because you go to other, you become more strong.
Okay.
And then,
okay, so how was the training? Just
for 6 months it was very difficult. You have to go under so many difficulties and go on. Then because so far we were educated according to a standard of Iran that time. 12 passed, agriculture, I had certificate. So they sent me to villages for encouraging the farmer and they were giving me good salary also for 1.5 years. On those money I collected and then came here.
So what was the source of income, or how you were surviving your college life in Kanpur?
No, United Nations was giving us some minor amount. So with that,
it was like survivable.
Survivable
Amount it was there.
Yes.
Okay. So then after you're from Kanpur, where did you went and how the
No, then Mr. Daliri was planning to go to Australia.
Okay, at
He
that time only. Okay.
His love to me was so much. Even Dr. Munje,
Okay.
they loved me so much. And I am in depth of, still I remember those days. He said that you have to get married.
You have to
I said, Mr. Daliri told me that you have to get married. And I said, but I have. I came with one bag, and I thought I will go back like that. No, how to? No, he said this, leave it to Baha'u'llah.
Okay.
And then there was a gathering for inauguration of temple building,
Okay.
1886. And there was a big conference there. We went there. And then Mr. Daliri told to my wife that there is a boy, I don't know what he has told her. So if you also doesn't want to go, because Shaheen's brother Farooq also was planning to go for Australia. They were going both together.
Mr. Daliri was the matchmaker between
Then we talked, finalized, and after, I think, 3-4 months, we get married in Jodhpur.
So
Yeah.
from
Then
Kanpur to Jodhpur, how was this journey? How was this transformation took place?
First, I was doing my MA, so I had to go back to. First, we married in Jodhpur, then we went back to Kanpur
Okay.
for 1 year.
She was in Jodhpur.
No, she was studying in home science in Udaipur.
Okay.
So she came to Delhi, I was there.
Delhi. Okay. So I got married.
These all, I think, this is all plan about. Yes, of course. Nothing was peri-plan or something like something happened. Yes. Then we went to Kanpur, we were there for 1.5 years. Then National Assembly asked us, because Badi was leaving for Canada, so they told us to go to Rajasthan. So first we went to Jodhpur. When Badi wants to leave, then we came to Jaipur for looking after this Baha'i house. Because at that time court case was there on this. So there was a need of someone
to control.
Oh yes, of course Baha'is were there, but it was a necessary requirement. So that's why we obey. It is, I think, one of the things which we should do in our life, always to the institution will always open big, complicated things and doors. And you will be successful in all, whatever you do.
So, Uncle, I know, when Sahar Didi's marriage took place, your parents, your father and brother came here in India at that time. I want they are still there. Like you came to India, आप आ गए, and luckily you were able to teach the faith. आप खुल के कर सकते थे. But they are stuck over there. So you talk with them. So how is the condition and what do they relay? क्या message share करते हैं और क्या बात होती है?
No, actually my parents also a family in that in a village. That's why they are there. They have not gone. Still, my father has died. Yes.
Same village.
Oh, my father has died. My mother has died. But my brother still is continuing what was a legacy given to him. Although it is very difficult, but they are surviving. Grace of Baha'u'llah is there. And now things has changed little. And the people are now understood what this Mawlavi were talking. It is all wrong. No, I think it was a plan of Baha'u'llah. Because of that, there was a revolution. People has to come to know what is the reality of these Mawlavis. Now they have understood. Now they want to come out of
Iran.
They cannot. Now even Iranian people, majority, about 70%, they are not going to mosque. They have stopped everything. Many of them have become Christian. Many of them have about 10 millions. It become, I don't know how much, lakhs. They have left Iran, they are in
Different countries.
different countries. And they are in big companies of America and others. And Iran itself is suffering. So now reality has come.
Eventually,
Eventually.
they are feeling everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's continue with your journey. So from you got married and you came back to Rajasthan and you were in Jaipur. आप यहाँ पे बाहर उसके take care करने के लिए आ गए. So what was the teaching process? उस टाइम कैसे teach करते थे आप faith? क्या क्योंकि मेरे ख्याल से उस टाइम जो teaching concepts थे, they were different.
Yes.
अभी जो teaching हमारे guidelines हैं, they are
Yeah.
different. There was
Yes.
kind of mass teaching was there that time, if I am right.
Yes,
मम्मी
yes.
पापा को discuss करते हैं. They used to go to teach to masses. So what was the experience? How the teaching was done? कैसे आप लोग जाते थे? थोड़ा बताइए.
Yes. There was, one was fireside, a small group.
Fireside.
Yes. We could invite our friends every week. Then we had Sunday meeting, that is the, which we could invite our well-wishers, those who wants to know about the faith. We publish in newspaper also, such and such places, public meeting. Then another aspect was village teaching, which I was enjoying much more. And then people were much more receptive. Now materialism is dominating India, like European countries. Here also materialism is much more.
That time
But
it was not like this.
that time was not that. People were much more open. They could listen. Maximum they could not accept, but they were listening. So then this was the way we were teaching. Then of course big public gatherings, called the biggest speaker, like many times Dr. Vasudeva. He came to Kanpur. Dr. Munje himself was a great teacher. And with him we could take him to the village. And it was very enjoyable. And I tell you, I have not attended maximum college till 15 years.
So you have used the name Dr. Munje again and again various times. So like when you came to India, I wanted to ask this question कि you left your family, आप परिवार को छोड़ के आप आए यहाँ पे and everything. तो यहाँ पे भी एक support system तो चाहिए होता है आदमी कहीं भी जाए. You need a support system like to you see some guidance. And initially it was Mr. Afshin, then in Lucknow it was Mr. Munje. So what were some of the people that were there and क्या क्या support किया और क्या experience रहे उनके साथ में, कुछ अच्छे कुछ बुरे हर तरह के रहे होंगे आपके, तो कुछ थोड़ा वो बताइए उनके बारे में.
No, I have not faced anything so to recount here. I have always enjoyed the company of the village.
So,
And then,
I know you are saying that it is not problem, you have faced no problem, but I know you have been very humble. बहुत सारे challenges आपके आए हैं, थोड़ा मुझे पता है इसके अंदर कि मतलब language barrier होते हैं, कई दिक्कतें आती हैं.
this is
सारे. Other than personal problems भी सारी आपके साथ में आई
no
हैं.
language problem was I had to come up with it, and the best thing was picture. So we were going to picture.
हिंदी also very well, थोड़ा हिंदी में भी आप बताइए इंटरव्यू के अंदर.
तो हम लोग पिक्चर में जाते थे और हिंदी सीखने के लिए.
तो कौन सी फर्स्ट मूवी कौन सी थी आपको याद है? फर्स्ट दीवार अमिताभ बच्चन. एंड आई आल्सो
एंड देन अमिताभ बच्चन जो भी है वो फेमस है ईरान में.
ओके.
हाँ, people knows him. Even in some houses you can find his picture like
अमिताभ बच्चन
he was. Yeah, and the Indian movies, जो Indian movie है, बहुत famous है over there. But it is in the duplicate in Persian.
Dubbed in Persian.
Yes, and this was a very good teaching tool to learn language as well as entertainment. Because at that time, उस समय तो कुछ और थे नहीं picture hall. Anywhere you get tired, you go to picture. But nowadays, बहुत सारे.
So picture hall was your Hindi teacher basically. Hindi आपने वहाँ से सीखी totally इसके अंदर.
But Mr. Afshin also told us that if you want to learn, you should sit in the first chair of any conference.
Okay.
Whether you understand or not, that is not the point. Okay. You should sit in the forefront to hear all the lectures. You will learn.
You will learn eventually.
eventually.
I have been married recently, but आपके मुकाबले में तो नए नहीं हैं हम. So how was the married life for you? Because at least जब घर में होते हैं तो लोग होते हैं, बताते हैं, गाइडेंस देते हैं. यहाँ पे तो आप 6 महीने के लिए आए थे, 6 साल निकल गए, शादी भी हो गई. So how was the married life after that? तो कैसा रहा उसके लिए?
Of course, when you are Baha'i, आपके वाइफ भी Baha'i है, तो इसमें इतना चैलेंज नहीं है. एम वॉन्ट्स एंड मैरिज ऐसी चीज़ है जो आपको एम क्लियर होना चाहिए. अब मैरिज क्यों कर रहा हूँ? टाइम पास के लिए और कुछ और के लिए, और एम क्या है? व्हेन यू नो, मतलब आपके उद्देश्य भी क्लियर है हमारे राइटिंग्स में, एंड देन नेचुरली एवरीथिंग विल. ऑफ कोर्स इफ समबडी सेज no challenge in that is wrong. So many things come, but when you have got in between Baha'u'llah as the central to look after you, then you will either she or he will overlook, and then things will go again.
Uncle, there was this question. Like after that, there were personal sufferings, and there was some happenings which were not expected. Sahar Didi was there, and मुझे वो तो बहुत बाद में पता पड़ा था actually that Sahar Didi had a twin sister, and that. So if you could just tell क्या रहा और आपने क्या क्या फेस किया उस टाइम पे, because of उस टाइम मेरे ख्याल से बहाई गुलिस्तान नहीं था और कई चीज़ें थी.
Actually, Shaheen has suffered a lot because false pregnancy is a disease which is not known to India. It is only in the Gulf country.
What disease?
False pregnancy.
False pregnancy, okay.
So first time she got that, in Kanpur we were, so we could not, they could not understand.
Okay.
We went to Jaipur. There was Dr. Sachdev, Mrs. Dr. Sachdev, very famous gynecologist there. He had come recently from Gulf. So he knew, and when he know that we are from Iran, then he gave a test, and she came to know that this is a false pregnancy, and with difficulty she had to abort that. It was very, very painful. So
at that time
it was not there. So anyway, one big challenge happened.
One big challenge.
And then the second thing was twin. Yes, we had got twin daughters, one Neha, one Sahar. No, I went at that time, I told you that we had to go every year to extend our refugee and extension for our visa. That time I was in Delhi, I just reached Delhi. I reached to my house, and I got those time, this mobile also was not there. So Shaheen had phoned to Baha'i house, informed that I have to go immediately back because Neha has, in the bathroom she was playing and she was busy outside. She has fallen in the bucket and then she passed away. And till I reached there, it was very, of course, much suffering was for Shaheen, not me. And Shaheen had to learn, but fortunately, Mr. Mathur, Mr. Gulshan, Vijender Kumar, those days he was working. All they have reached to her help, and then finally I came, and next day we buried. We didn't have Gulistan, so we buried her and in the Muslim. Yes, and 2 times we put a stone, 2 times the stone has gone. And now, yes. So this was the difficulties which we had.
Then you came to Jaipur.
Yes.
Okay. Then from till that time.
This happened in Jaipur, yes.
Jaipur only. Okay.
When we came to Jaipur.
Okay.
We were in Jawahar Nagar living there.
Okay. So अब क्वेश्चन ये आता है मेरे को अगला ये था कि उस टाइम पे जो आप बता रहे हैं कि मास टीचिंग करते थे जाते थे, आपने बताया देयर फायर साइट्स होती थी, यूज्ड टू गो टू टीच एंड एवरीथिंग, पीपल यूज्ड टू लिसन, तब में एंड नाउ करंट सिनेरियो, अब अगर आप जाते हैं और देखते हैं तो व्हाट नाउ डिफरेंस यू फाइंड, और व्हाट इट हैज बिकम इजियर और मच मोर डिफिकल्ट, और व्हाट लाइक
Actually, at that time, one thing I forgot to tell, there was Mr. H.V. Singh. He was a Raja of Melosi. He was, I think, 100 kilometers from Kanpur.
Okay.
Melosi is a village. He was there. He was a Baha'i. Now, so when I learned many things from him also. So when we were going to him, and in the evening we go to nearby villages there. And because he was very, influential man, and then so many people gather in one room, and many people talk about the faith. He himself at the last could stand. These three things he was saying. ये वो बोलता था कि कोई है इस कमरे में जो ईश्वर को नहीं मानता. No, naturally nobody will say no. Everybody. So, जो व्यक्ति जो मानव जाति की एकता को नहीं मानता, उस कमरे से बाहर
कोई भी नहीं जाएगा.
कोई नहीं. जो धर्म की एकताई को नहीं विश्वास करता, तो सब लोग मानते हैं. And somebody else from backside could come. He had many assistants. There was registration form. And this way he was writing all the names. No, it has become much more difficult because of two things. One is materialism. Materialism has reached very high. Actually, we Baha'i believe, हम लोग यही मानता है कि मनुष्य के शरीर में दो हिस्से हैं. एक है आध्यात्मिकता और एक है शरीर. तो शरीर के लिए तो काम करना पड़ता है, स्कूल जाना पड़ता है, पढ़ना पड़ता है. आध्यात्मिकता के लिए वो चाहिए जो प्रार्थना है, जो ईश्वर पर भरोसा है, ये चीज़ है. अनफॉर्चुनेटली materialism has become so dominant in this time, in India also, that nobody worry about it. If you have money, you have got everything. No, everybody think only one side. That's why, we have got about 70% people become, depression disease. तो यही चीज़ है जो मैं हमेशा अपना साथियों को करना चाहूँगा कि ये मटेरियलिज्म आपके आध्यात्मिकता को नहीं करता. इसलिए आपको आध्यात्मिकता को मूव करना पड़ेगा. और जब आप आध्यात्मिकता में आते हो तो fundamentally you will find that basis of our religion is one, and then you need a religion which is according to the time, then you will reach here to the station. मटेरियलिज्म में बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन है फंडामेंटल जो आंसर नहीं कर सकता आपकी. मेरे जीवन का उद्देश्य क्या है? खाना पीना, बच्चे पैदा करना, मनी बनाना, तो ये चीज़ें तो हैं, लग नहीं रहे ये हो. और डेथ क्या है, मरना क्यों है? दिस ऑल वी कैन फाइंड आंसर इन आध्यात्मिकता, इन रिलीजन. Religion is, and the religion is telling us how to behave with each other. Now, when you are in material world, everything becomes selfish. You find yourself. Previously, it was not that. यही भारत में उस समय सुनता था बहुत बड़े बड़े लोगों से कि दरवाज़ों में ताला नहीं लगता था.
इतना ट्रस्ट था.
हाँ, इतना ट्रस्ट था. और अगर पड़ोसी भूखे थे तो आप शेयर करते, खाना नहीं खाते. और अगर आप दुखी थे तो सारे गांव इकट्ठा होते. लेकिन आप कहाँ हैं? अब आपके पड़ोस कौन है पता नहीं है. So these are all the gift of materialism. That's why people go, when you don't have money, you go under depression.
You don't have friends. You don't
No, I've got friends. And you know, our youth through the, I don't know whether I am allowed to say this or not. When Mahatma Bap, जो अपना धर्म को डिक्लेयर किया 1844 में मुल्ला हुसैन की, उन्होंने एक चीज़ बताया कि सब पवित्र, कोई अनपवित्र नहीं है ना। अब इस वक्त यहाँ पर सब कुछ लोग, कास्टिज्म इज डोमिनेटिंग अनदर फैक्टर, और एवरी कास्ट थिंक दैट ही इज सुपीरियर देन अदर्स। लेकिन महात्मा बाप करीब 180 साल पहले बोला कि सब पवित्र है, सब अच्छा है, कोई ऊपर कोई नीचे नहीं है, मानव जाति के बेस की एकता उन्होंने बेस लगाया। और उसके बाद बहाउल्लाह ने भी इसी को और विस्तार से हम लोगों को बताया, लेकिन उस समय लोग सुना नहीं, अनसुनी कर दी। अब महात्मा बाप खुद ही एक प्रिजनर था माकू में, 9 महीने उस कैले में बंद था। वहाँ पर अपने राजा में एक अथॉरिटिव लेटर लिखते हैं। उस लेटर के अंदर क्या लिखते हैं? उसमें लिखते हैं कि राजा, हम आपके राज से और आप धन-दौलत से कोई मतलब नहीं, एक मीटिंग मेरे लिए अरेंज करो और सारा बड़ा बड़ा जो आप जाते हैं बुलाओ, लेट बी ए डिस्कोर्स। No, you tell me a prisoner can write a letter to a Raja of that time. This is one thing. Another thing, he said that, no, I am paraphrasing this, his word, it is not exactly his word. He said that in this day, in that same letter, if a tiny ant, a small ant, अगर जाए वो तो most complicated or difficult सूरह ऑफ कुरान एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं। अब इस चीज़ को अब्दुल बहार लिख करके कहा है कि देखो, जब ये एक स्मॉल क्रिएचर कैन डू दिस, व्हाट Baha'is कैन डू, सो दैट इज और यूथ स्पेशली शुड रीड दिस।
एक लेटेस्ट जो टेस्ट था, इफ आई रिमेम्बर करेक्टली, was you were about to go for pilgrimage.
Yeah.
And all the preparations were made and last moment due to I suppose for Iranian background था या क्या इसके अंदर कह ले कि the visa was not approved.
Oh, yes.
That was like
first thing that हम लोग ये मानते हैं कि जो इस बार जाए वही करे, आंचे को ना रुकना, ये पर्शियन प्रेयर है अब्दुल बहार, हर चीज़ वो ही करता,
जो करता है अच्छे के लिए करता।
Maybe we are not worthy to, that is it. You know, it is a great privilege to be there, to, you know, move down in a place which Baha'u'llah has been there, Abdul Bahar. Bab is there.
Hopefully, inshallah, future. अगर the meantime, I would also like to ask, ये तो प्रॉब्लम चली रही थी, ठीक है, आप यहाँ पे थे, पर्सनल लॉस भी था एंड एवरीथिंग, और फिर इवन 30-40 साल निकल गए। मैंने भी देखा है बचपन से आपको यहाँ पे अलग अलग इंस्टीट्यूशंस में सर्विस देते हुए करते हुए। 7-8 साल 10 साल पहले की बात है, सपोज देयर वाज अनदर थिंग दैट अ ह्यूज ऑपरेशन टुक प्लेस आपके साथ में, when I used to call about कि आप अगर एक फेमस कैरेक्टर है ब्रेकिंग बैड का, उसके अंदर वॉल्टर वाइट, आप बिल्कुल उसके अंदर क्या प्रॉब्लम आ गई थी? क्या
मेरे मनुष्य बीमारी होते रहते हैं, और शायर के शादी के बाद तो आई डोंट नो क्यों मैं बहुत डिप्रेस था, एंड देन आई डिड नॉट नो अबाउट माई समथिंग इज गोइंग ऑन इन द ब्रेन, एंड देन आई नोटिस दैट व्हेनेवर आई जस्ट गोइंग अप स्टेयर्स माई सांस रुकता था और मैं चल नहीं पाता था ढंग से, और पहले जैसे नहीं था। तो कहीं डॉक्टर गए, हार्ट में हर चीज़ में इन्वेस्टिगेट हुआ, उसमें तो कुछ थे नहीं। फिर डॉक्टर गए जो न्यूरोलॉजिस्ट, ही एडवाइज फॉर MRI. We did the MRI and then we found that there is a cancerous in the brain. So this was a shocking news anyway. But we were confident about that. Yes, really, this was another miracle for me. Then, because when brain is open, definitely everybody knows जो सारा चीज़ एक मतलब एक दूसरे से जुड़ा ज़रा सा हाथ डॉक्टर इधर उधर गया one sense could go. Many people become blind, many become deaf. So something. But fortunately, by the grace of God, I am here now. That is. Yes.
कहाँ तो एक the guy who was 22 years old after serving 2 years military आप यहाँ हैं and now शारदा जी की शादी के बाद आप बता रहे ऑपरेशन भी है now you have 3 grandkids if I am right इसके अंदर so how is now when you look at the journey of your life उसके अंदर so
no you think anybody can think that my life is just I think it is a just blessing of Baha'u'llah that I have everything now, whatever a person needs, you have. But, you know, long time has gone, but now everything you look back, that better than that could not happen to any person like me, come from a village, India, and without knowing anything, without having anything, no having many things which a person requires. So that is the journey itself shows that this is.
When did you get Indian citizenship? Like आप हर साल जाते थे. When did?
Oh yes, that is also a very good story. I was going every day in collectorate. We have to give application. For 10 years, believe that. 10 years I was going and coming, meeting people, seeing them. Some could not happen. Then there was a doctor, Dr. Majid. He was serving in Jaipur in a hospital. He was from Dubai. So he came to Jaipur. He met us. He became a very good friend. Then at the time when he was living in India, he said, what do you want? You want to go to other country or you want to stay in India? I said, it will not be worthy that India has given me everything. At that time, which nobody was allowed me to go anywhere. Now, if I can do something I would like to do in India, if I can get citizenship, because it is very difficult now. The situation also, politically, everything changed. Previously was not like that. No, it is very, very difficult to get this. No. Then he said, okay. He took my whatever copy of those details that he went to Delhi, and then next day he phoned me, you come here, I am going tonight, but you met this person in Home Minister. The Home Minister is giving this.
The Home Ministry of India has given you citizenship of India.
Yes. So I went there. The place which is very difficult, you know. And I received by much respect. They offer me tea and all, make me comfortable. That secretary to minister was in charge of that. He was very good friend of Majid. And Majid has given him a dinner in the night before. So we were very close. So he told me, he asked me many things. I answered whatever about all this. Then he turned out all those files, which file I had. Every year some letter could go. This much it has become. And then he threw out all those files and he gave me a letter. He said, after 3 days, you will get your Indian citizenship. And exactly after 3 days, I got a letter that I am going to get my citizenship. And although there were forces from Shahin's family that we should go to Australia, this was a challenge.
दिस वाज द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, दैट वाज माय कि आपने पूरी बताया कि वो अमेरिका चले गए, वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया चले गए, मेजॉरिटी जिन्होंने आपने सब लोगों के नाम लिए, दे ऑल वेंट टू सम अदर कंट्रीज. सो देयर मस्ट हैव बीन टाइम एंड अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर यू आल्सो कि आप भी ऑस्ट्रेलिया जा सकते हैं. यू कैन गो टू एनी अमेरिका और एनी अदर कंट्री सेशल्स और एनी अदर देन इंडिया, मच डेवलप्ड एंड प्रोग्रेसिव जहाँ पे उसके अंदर है. सो व्हाई are we here?
You see, because Shahrukh was there, Shahrukh वहीं थे, Farooq वहीं थे, Deliri वहीं थे, many friends. My own relation from Iran वहीं Australia, America में. लेकिन I had got a, I don't know how to say, great love with this land, this India, and then I don't know, I can. After, yeah, of course, Iran because it is a home of Baha'u'llah. It is a, very sacred homeland also. But if somebody asks me any other part of the world, maybe Switzerland, best. I prefer to go in Chakshu or in Ghatampur, nearby Kanpur. I like here.
Okay.
Actually, humbly, very humbly, I can say that जो करेगा वो ईश्वर करेगा, वो भरोसा होना चाहिए. दूसरी चीज़, अगर हम बहाई तो कैरियर ये सारे चीज़ बहुत ज़रूरी है, लेकिन हाफ हमारी आध्यात्मिकता, हमारी मतलब एक्टिविटीज़ है, हमारी जो सर्विस है जो दे रहे फेथ को अन्य रूप में. जब सर्विस बोल रहे ये नहीं है कि हम 11 बार छोड़ करके कहीं जाए, ऐसे नहीं. जहाँ हैं हम जो कर रहे हैं वो ऑनेस्टली करें डिफरेंटली जो दूसरे लोग करते हैं. जो चीज़ करते हैं ना ईश्वर करते हैं, ईश्वर सब कुछ देते हैं. लेकिन अगर हम सेवा में नहीं खड़े होते हैं तो फिर एक समय हो जाएगी. बहाउल्लाह ने कहा कि सीज योर टाइम इज़ वेरी शॉर्ट फॉर एवरीबॉडी. जो बहाउल्लाह करते हैं ना कि टीच माई कॉज, तब आई विल शो माई ग्रेटनेस ऑफ माई. तो जब आप करोगे ना तो आप पाओगे कि हाँ वो बहाउल्लाह. अगर आप धनवान होना चाहते हो, अगर जो भी होना चाहते हो, ये अपॉर्चुनिटी बहाउल्लाह आपको दे देते हैं. ये नहीं है कि आप बुक्स सर्विस किया आप गरीब हो जाओ, ये नहीं, ये तो गलत. अब एक व्यक्ति आप मेरे को बताओ, आप भी काफ़ी साल से एक व्यक्ति आप बताओ जो मतलब फेथ में काम कर रहा था वो दुख पाया.
ऐसा कि कल आपने बताया कि दुख तो ऐसा नहीं है, परेशानी नहीं आती हो, आएंगे परेशानी आएगी, प्रॉब्लम,
लेकिन फेस करोगे ना. अब आपके पास बहाउल्लाह उसको सॉल्व करना. खुद अब मेरे पास इतना सारे बड़े चैलेंजेस, मेरे पास कौन से मिनिस्टर है, कौन है यहाँ इंडिया में, सच. लेकिन रास्ते खोलते हैं, वो खुद ही करते हैं. ऐसे नहीं, बहुत सारे कुछ होते हैं लाइफ में जो मेरे को याद ही नहीं है.
तो मेरे ख्याल हम 1 घंटे में इसको समझ कर भी नहीं सकते. जो 40-50 साल के इंसिडेंट्स हैं और कहानी किस्से हैं उसको कर भी नहीं सकते. लेकिन अंकल अदर देन दैट थैंक यू वेरी मच, बहुत धन्यवाद.
थैंक यू वेरी मच. बट हमको लायक समझो, हमसे इंटरव्यू ले.
और उम्मीद करते हैं कि शायद कुछ और डिटेल में कुछ किस्से कहानी बाद में याद
इंशाल्लाह
फिर इसको अपडेट करते रहेंगे और डालते रहेंगे. ओके,
थैंक यू.